Good evening, everyone. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Today, I am going to talk about one of the important topic that is HbA1c alone enough? Rethinking the diabetes diagnosis in India. Let's go into this very interesting topic. So, a recent India-focused review published in the Lancet Regional Health Southeast Asia, it raises concern about relying only on the HbA1c test to diagnose and monitor type 2 diabetes in India. So, what is HbA1c? We know that HbA1c versus the percentage of hemoglobin in the red blood cells that has sugar attached to it. It reflects the average blood glucose level over the previous 2 to 3 months. The standard diagnostic cutoff is 6.5% or more for the diabetes patients. However, the experts emphasize that the value below 6.5% does not always exclude the diabetes if blood glucose tests are abnormal. The concern rises because HbA1c depends on the normal lifespan and structure of the red blood cells, which is about 120 days. So in India, a large number of people have iron deficiency, anemia, hemoglobinopathies, and G6PD deficiency. These conditions can change how long the red blood cells can survive, or they can alter hemoglobin itself. So when red blood cells live longer than the usual, as in some types of anemia, HbA1c can appear falsely high. And if the red blood cells are destroyed earlier than the normal, particularly in G6PD deficiency or some hemoglobin disorders, HbA1c can appear falsely low. So this means that tests may either overestimate and underestimate true blood sugar levels. And because of this, some individuals may be told they don't have diabetes when they actually do. So it leads to delayed diagnosis, sometimes may be up to 4 years in certain high-risk groups, like in G6PD deficient patients. Others may be incorrectly labeled as diabetic. In the people already diagnosed, the HbA1c alone may give a false sense of good control, while actually their glucose levels fluctuate widely. So laboratory variations and inconsistent quality control in different regions, they can also further reduce the accuracy. So what are the experts recommending? So they have recommended a comprehensive and resource-adapted approach. For diagnosis in low resource settings, we have to use the OGTT test that comprises of fasting blood glucose and a 2-hour value after taking 75 grams of glucose. And for monitoring, they have to use regular self-monitoring of blood glucose SMPG by using a glucometer for 2 to 3 times per week. So along with, they have to use basic blood tests to check their hemoglobin levels. If the patient belongs to tertiary or advanced centers, they can use combined standardized HbA1c testing with OGTT, and wherever possible, they should use continuous glucose monitoring and alternative markers like fructosamide. And if needed, the doctors can conduct iron studies, hemoglobin electrophoresis, or G6PD testing. The broader message is that the diabetes assessment should not depend upon one parameter. India has over 100 million people living with diabetes and many more with pre-diabetes. The disease is no longer limited to older or affluent individuals. It increasingly affects younger adults as well, and rural population also included. Since diabetes can silently damage the heart, kidney, eyes, and nerves for years before the symptoms appear, accurate and early diagnosis of diabetes is very essential. So we have to use a combination of tests tailored to the patient's condition and local health resources that can help preventing delayed treatment and long-term complications. Thank you so much for your kind attention, and kindly share my lecture to your friends.